Hey everyone, Mick here. Just came across my desk, I was going to say, as they say in the movies, the Mary Meeker AI report. So I've just gone through it, not with a fine-tooth comb, because it's 340 pages long, but I just wanted to share a couple of highlights. I am going to zoom through this. It's really interesting reading, a lot around the core mechanics of the business of AI, the competition, the nature of it, the growth of it. Looking particularly, I think for climate, you have to go through some interesting stuff around here in terms of generation of information, the whole history of it, which is really worth having a look at, and some pretty amazing information on how much it's been growing. But you've got to go through a fair way to get to this point. Data centers are electricity guzzlers. Probably the first thing again when we've talked a lot about this is the fact that AI is driving a lot of energy use in data centers around the world. So that's something that's obviously very, very aware of. That energy usage is really, really up, and in fact, it's probably constraining some of the AI use at the moment. So it is that is a big issue they're really, really, really aware of. But they do make an important note here that it is actually unblocking major efficiencies. So there's this thing of more AI uses more energy, but it actually could reduce energy. And again, they're probably in a bit of a race. The one thing I'll say is there's no way we're going to slow down AI. This report will show you absolutely and utterly there is no way we are slowing down the growth of AI. It is probably one of the fastest and biggest changes that's going to happen to the world, and certainly has been in the last year of my life. And I think that's going to, I'm a very, very early adopter and think that that's going to pervade across all of humanity over the next 10 years. So, yeah, there's a lot of information around sort of the capacity and the electricity consumption there as well. And then you have to, again, lots more information around the background, a lot of information around monetization of the business. Oh, and my cat has jumped up on me here. And you have to go all the way through. I'm going very fast through this. Again, well worth a browse through over a coffee. Lots of good information. But until you get up to here, they start talking about, what can you actually use AI for? Thanks, Kat. And obviously, there's autonomous vehicles and things like and defense. I think is obviously some big ones. But then we start to get into some things which are climate related. So first one, again, this is very, very commercial. So this is all about generating revenue, but here is an important one in terms of precious minerals and finding minerals that might be required for, again, for lithium or for batteries or for solar panels. So we know we need better access. So that is one of the areas. They also talk about agriculture modernization, which is interesting number here. 230,000 acres weeded, but with robots, and that saved 100,000 gallons of glyphosate. So in terms of the insecticides and also pesticides and fertilizer. So it can be again used as a significant positive in agriculture. Also talk about livestock and livestock management as well. So these are taking some things which are obviously very human capital intensive and using AI to modify them. Then skipping forward just a little bit more, this is quite interesting in terms of the industries that'll be affected. So you'll see that I think they are good lens in terms of what AI is and what it does. You've got agents and co-pilots, which is a new industry, changes to search and social media. If you've searched Google recently, you would have noticed probably that it's the first search coming up is AI rather than actually search results. Content creation obviously is a really, really big one. Legal and education, again, really, really complicated things which need a lot of time and personalization and can be done through AI. Software development is massively changing. Not a lot of most software developers are using it on a daily basis. Financial service, customer service, and drug discovery. And right down the bottom, we've got manufacturing and this tiny little note of $50 trillion of heavy industry. And that one might sound like one of the harder ones to do because it is physical, but actually the operation of those things and how we go about them, actually I think has massive opportunity for change through AI in terms of that sort of in terms of design, but also operation. So a couple of big ones there. And then it goes through in terms of some of the other companies that are doing really, really interesting things there. So anyway, we'll share the link to the Mary Meeker report. Worth having a browse through. I would love to see someone do that deep dive in terms of AI and climate. Maybe I should do it. Anyway, enjoy the read. Talk soon. Bye.